Hi folks, welcome to Blue and Gold Talk, the video on the channel if you're new that usually talks about, rants about, discusses anything Buffalo Sabres related. So, the topic of the day for today, I wrote it down. Malenstein, UPL, going to arbitration. Here's the thing with that, guys. If they wind up going, Malenstein, I could see us developing a relationship with. Still, it gets off to a rocky start. But UPL, if this goes to arbitration with UPL, guys, yes, we're going to sign him. And yes, we're going to agree. Whatever they award him, we'll, of course, match it and keep him, right? We will do that. But here's the problem. It ruins the relationship after. If UPL goes through arbitration and we don't, then you know what? Then they're asking for too much. They're just asking for too much. I mean, if he's asking for like $6 million, no way, guys. Absolutely no way. No. It's way too much money. Okay? What does that tell a young Devin Levi if we give in? No. Look what they did with Tavares in Toronto and the ripple effect that had over there. You want us to wind up like them? Think about it, guys. No. No, we don't financially. Toronto's a good-looking team and everything, they are. But when it comes to finances, they're like the worst team in the NHL. They just are. They're done with their money, and the Sabres can't do that. We just can't do that. And that's another thing, guys, I was pissed about, was how many Toronto channels took it upon themselves to take shots at the Sabres because of the Savoy deal. It's like, shut up, Toronto. Who cares what you guys say? You guys are a shit organization that can't even figure out how to get to the finals, let alone win a cup. Really, like, I don't get, like, Toronto, like, having to put their nose. Who cares what you guys think? You think I want my franchise to wind up like yours once we're in the playoffs?
Hello? Yes?
To wind up out every year? So remember that, guys. Remember that when you hear Toronto fans taking cheap shots at our team. Try to remember, we don't want to be like them. We just don't, right? We don't want to copy that. We don't want to copy paste what they're doing, you know? But a team like Florida's done. Hey, I'm all ears. Pittsburgh, sure. Chicago, yes, I'll listen. But don't give me a franchise like Toronto as an, you know, even Boston I'll listen, because Boston's very successful year after year after year. Tampa Bay, you know. So if UPL, Malenstein, I'm not too concerned about the relationship. I think they'll build one. I think that they're going to build one. He's just coming over and, you know, like he might be frustrated. He got traded to Buffalo. Who knows? Who knows what it is? But I can tell you that UPL, and Malenstein will play for Buffalo this year because he's going to want to make some money, right? He's not going to sit out, so he'll play. And UPL will also play. But if it goes to arbitration, we're trading UPL, guys. Be prepared for this, okay? Be prepared, because as soon as it goes to arbitration, that relationship is done. It's done. That's why you always see franchises try to avoid arbitration, because it kind of ruins, it does ruin the relationship of player and management. And you got to remember, like, Kevin Adams has been more than patient with UPL. He brought him through the reins. He reassured him when he went and got Comrie. Remember, he called him to reassure him, we still have hope in you, we believe in you. Like, you know what I mean? So, and then UPL last year was supposed to be our number 3, and he wound up being our number 1. So UPL, just because he had a good year, it doesn't entitle him to the planet. No. They've got, the Sabres have to still have to hang tough. Now, yes, he's earned a raise, without a doubt. He's earned a raise. Has he earned some term? Yes. More than 3 years? No, because he's never put 3 good years together. So no, I would not give this guy more than a 3-year deal. And that way you get out of it if the guy just bombs out all of a sudden again. No. So UPL could be a problem. If it goes to arbitration, I'll tell you right now, we've lost him eventually. The Sabres will eventually move on from UPL. It's just the way it works in the NHL, guys. 99% of the time, the relationships are finished after, if it goes to arbitration. My guess is it won't. I'm guessing they'll sit down, they'll resolve. They've already butt heads, okay. And there'll be a side of UPL that maybe will say, you know, Adam's always been good to me, and Adam's doesn't seem like the type of guy that he's going to just try to fight with the guy. And, you know, it's not Brian Burke here is what I'm saying. So I could see this avoiding arbitration eventually and, you know, getting him signed. Now, how much are we going to pay? That's the question. UPL, I heard Paul Hamilton saying like 4.5 to 5.5 million. I was like, no. 3 years, 10. 3 years, 10. 3.33 a year. That's enough, guys, till he proves more. No, he's unproven. 1 year, 40 games doesn't prove to me he's going to be consistent the next 5 years. That doesn't prove anything. I need to see more. I need to see more proof. I need to see, if he has a good year this year. So, you know, maybe they'll sign him to a 2-year deal, 8 million, maybe. I don't know. Might be a little less, you know, 7 million. I don't know. But if we could get 3 years at 10, I'd be okay with that. That's fine. But we can't start giving this guy like $6 million. No. If we do that, guys, we're already setting the bad precedent for all these other young players in our pipeline that need to get paid in the coming years, next year. And we're setting a bad precedent for these guys, because these guys are going to know they can take advantage of Adams financially. And the thing is, obviously Adams doesn't give in financially, or this arbitration hearing possibilities wouldn't be happening. So I'm not too sure at Mallenstein what's going on. How come they weren't able to get a contract there? You know, I'm sure there was an offer made, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. You know, there's a few things though, like with this team. Oh God, my back. See, after the last video, I'm so frustrated with some of the Sabres fans out there that it's not good for my sciatic, guys. Right now. You know, looking at, let's not forget Gilbert also. Let's take a look at him quickly. Here we go. Let's look at Gilbert's numbers last year. Oh, of course I did it wrong. Yeah, I want to see see. Oh my God. Okay, finally. Gilbert's numbers last year, which I didn't really talk about. Yeah. Well, look, career. Let's just look at the career. 82 career games, 3 goals, 11 assists, but 196 hits. So Gilbert hits, guys. He hits. 6'2", 216 pounds, shoots left. Can never have enough guys that hit. So I'm happy to see that. So yeah, I want to talk about the UPL thing, because it's kind of weighing in my head, because I'm not worried about the money part right now. I'm worried about the relationship with him and the franchise now, because if this does go to arbitration, guys, he won't be a Sabre long term. I'll tell you right now. That's usually how it breaks down. So I'm just going to leave, I guess, not harp on that too much. I don't think it'll go to arbitration. And if it does, I could see 1 year, 4.25 million or something. I don't know what they're going to award him. Probably something like 4 million. Like, what did Swayman get last year? I can't remember. It wasn't much. What Swayman, I thought, was worth way more than what he was awarded. So, you know, he might get like under 4 million, most likely in arbitration. And my guess is he's shooting for 5.5, 6 a year right now. And that's not realistic. You know, I get, sometimes you got a stupid agent that ruins the relationship too, eh? And, He might just have an agent right now that's trying to get sky-high money because he wants to cash in on his commission. But I would say no. We got to hold our guns with this one, guys. We do. We have to hold our guns with this one, because if we give in and give this guy like $6 million already, then I'll say Adams has lost his mind if that happens. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not going to come to that. I hope not. And I guess that's it for tonight. I'm calmer now. I lost my cool in the last video, but hey, it's a what do you call it, guys? I'm promoting the new video. So there you go. All right, guys, that's it. We'll see what happens with the arbitration hearings. They're coming up 20th, I believe, right? 20th before. I don't know when they're scheduled, but I believe it's the 20th to the July 20th to August 4th, I believe. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's the time slot. And we can't let UPL get to arbitration. That's really the point of this video. We have to get this resolved. So let's see if we do. All right, guys, my back is giving out. It's officially, I'm done. I'm toast tonight. I'll see you guys soon. I'm glad I got to put up the new video. And Playoff Bound is going to be a regular thing on the channel now. I'll probably be not as in a nasty mood in the future, but it's something that that fans that believe we're making the playoffs, like me, I'm convinced they're in the playoffs this year. Now, I don't believe they could make it. I'm convinced they're in. There's a difference. I'm convinced. You can't convince me otherwise. They're getting in this year. That, we'll have a little fun during the year with the negative fans that want to pout and whine and complain and feel sorry for themselves. I'll have some fun with them this year with that segment on the channel. What do you think, guys? Have a good night.